should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride. I'll be wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on the cattle drive, stealing the young girls' hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. Dum, dum. I might have had a sidekick with a funny name, running wild through the hills, chasing Jesse James, and ending up on the brink of danger, riding shotguns for the Texas Ranger. Go west, young man. Haven't you been told California's full of whiskey, women and gold, sleeping out all night beneath the desert stars, with a dream in my eye and a prayer in my heart. I should have been. Let's get on with the video. I'm sorry guys, I kind of promised somebody that I would do this tonight. Whoosh! And I'm back. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I'm Mike, your host, and I hope you guys are having the best day ever. Before I get started, guys, if you are new here, please subscribe if you haven't already done that. We're on the road to 89,000 subscribers. We just hit 88 today, so that's pretty insane. And if you guys are new here, hit subscribe and join the fam. And also, guys, go follow me on all my social media. Links are in the description. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat, so go follow me on all of those. And as you guys know, I recently started a Facebook account, so you can add me on Facebook and we can be Facebook friends, so go do that. Link is in the description. And finally, be sure to turn on the notification bell right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you! But once again, I am coming back at you guys with another creepy video, and today we are talking about another creepy video. What? And today we are talking about another scary story, and this scary story is called The Thin Man. So, the story of The Thin Man is a scary story about a boy who claims he has seen a strange creature that hides behind the streetlights. Woo! But enough of the jibber jabber, let's get right over to the story. The Thin Man. I had a best friend. His name was Billy. We went to school together and hung out all the time. Then one day, Billy stopped coming to school. I didn't see him for weeks. There were rumors that he had suffered a nervous breakdown. One evening, when my parents were out, there was a knock on the door. When I answered it, Billy was standing there. He was acting very strange. His eyes were tired and bloodshot, and he looked like he was very nervous. He kept looking around and glancing over his shoulder. "I need to talk to you," he said. I invited him inside and closed the door. He sat down on the couch, but he couldn't relax. Something was really bothering him. He was twitching and his leg was shaking. "Are you okay?" I asked. "My parents think I'm crazy," he said. "Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Even I thought I was crazy for a while." "And are you crazy?" I asked. Billy let out a humorless chuckle. "Look out the window," he said. "Why?" "Just look out the window. Just look. Do me a favor. Look out the window and tell me what you see." I decided to humor him, so I opened the curtains and peered out. "What do you see?" he asked. I see some houses, some cars, some streetlights." "Exactly," he said. "And do you notice anything strange?" No," I said. "You see those streetlights?" he asked. "They're supposed to be on, but they're not. They're all off. How could every light on the street be off? Who do you think would do that?" I don't know," I said. "Who?" Billy lowered his voice and whispered, "The Thin Man." "What are you talking about?" I asked in astonishment. "I heard rumors about him before," Billy said, "but I thought it was just an urban legend. It's not. The Thin Man is real. He hates the streetlights. He looks just like a normal man at first, but when he unfolds himself. He's really tall and really thin, just like a streetlight. And he's dressed all in gray, just like a streetlight. He hides behind them. When it starts to get dark outside and the streetlights aren't on, you wouldn't even know he was there. How do you know all of this? I asked. Because I've seen him, Billy replied. What? When? A few weeks ago. I was kicking a football around in the park, and I accidentally kicked it into the bushes. I went in to get it, and that's when I saw him. He seemed just like an ordinary man standing in the street. He was looking up and down the block, and then, when he thought nobody was watching, he just sort of unfolded himself. He turned into something tall and thin, and he hid behind the streetlight. All of a sudden, I heard a click, and the light went out. Then, he just sort of slid to the next streetlight, and I heard another click, and that one went out too. He did it all down the block. Click, slide, click, slide, click, slide, until all the streetlights were out. That's when he noticed me. All of a sudden, our eyes met, and I knew that he had seen me, and he knew that I had seen him. I just started running, and I didn't look back. When I got home, I locked all the doors. For a long time after that, I was afraid to leave the house. Then I realized that it was only dangerous at night. It's usually safe during the day. He only comes out at night. He hates being seen. Nobody believes me. My parents took me to a psychiatrist, and she didn't believe me either. Do you believe me? Sure, Billy, I said, trying to humor him. I believe you. No, you don't, he said, disappointed. Anyway, even if you don't believe me, I thought I'd better warn you. After all, you are my best friend. And with that, Billy got up and said goodbye. At the front door, he looked all around to make sure it was safe, and then took off running. I watched him until he was out of sight. Then I went back inside. I felt really sad. I felt like my best friend had lost his mind. That was until the next morning when the police found Billy. He had been folded. There was no blood and no guts, but every bone in his body had been broken. He had been folded up into a tiny little bundle. The police didn't even know what they were looking at first, until they picked it up and saw his flattened face. His mother had to go down to the police station and identify him. When they brought her into the room to show her the remains, she fainted. He was just a tiny bundle of flesh and bone and clothes and hair. He had been folded. Ever since I heard the news, I've been on edge. I can't stop thinking about the crazy things Billy told me. Suddenly, they don't seem so crazy. I haven't been able to sleep. I'm tired, and my eyes are bloodshot. I'm always nervous, all the time, and I always find myself looking over my shoulder. This morning when I left for school, I counted the street lamps on the road. When I came home this evening, I counted them again. There was one too many.
And that is the end of that. That is creepy. Like, even though it's almost laughable, it's creepy. And it does remind me a lot of Slender Man. Like, this could possibly be Slender Man's brother. Like, it sounds just like him. He can make himself from normal size to this super long, stretched out freaking streetlight. Ugh, man, I'm creeped out. We've got two Slender Mans on the world. One is called Slender Man, one is called Thin Man. Ugh, I don't like that at all. But my question to all of you for question of the day is, do you believe that the Thin Man is a real creature? Like, it's a real thing, do you? Because I don't know. Like, it doesn't say whether it's true or not, but I'm assuming it's fake. But let me know what you guys think. Do you believe this is true or not? Let me know in the comment section. That is question of the day. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please slap a like on it. Let's go for 82 billion likes on this video. I would really appreciate that. And if you guys didn't see my previous video, which was a video on Slender Man, if you guys didn't see that and you're interested in that kind of thing, then click on the outro when it comes on right about here and you can watch the previous video. Or if you just want to watch another random video, you can click this side and it will do that too. But remember, the most important thing of all, guys, chase your dreams. I love you all. Don't let anybody bring you down, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow for another video. Peace out.